Join us on Patreon and become part of our journey to uncover history's untold stories. Your support helps us create in-depth content, bring hidden narratives to life, and keep history alive for everyone.
Nestled within the rolling landscapes of the American South lies the Arkansas River Valley, a region whose history is as rich and complex as the waters that carve through its heart. This land, abundant in natural beauty and cultural intersections, has silently witnessed the stories of countless peoples over the centuries. Yet among the many narratives that have shaped this region, one remains shrouded in obscurity and overlooked by mainstream history: the profound and enduring legacy of the Black natives of the Arkansas River Valley. These communities, blending African heritage with indigenous roots, form a narrative of resilience, adaptation, and profound cultural synthesis that has been marginalized and nearly forgotten. Long before European colonizers set their sights on the fertile lands of the Mississippi and Arkansas rivers, indigenous tribes thrived along these waterways. Tribes such as the Quapaw, Caddo, and Osage had long established their presence, creating vibrant societies that interacted with the land and each other through complex networks of trade, alliances, and cultural exchange. However, the forced migrations, enslavements, and relentless encroachment of colonial powers brought not only profound disruption, but also unexpected unions. Among these unions were those formed between enslaved Africans and native peoples, giving rise to a unique cultural identity that would come to be known among scholars as the Black natives of the Arkansas River Valley. The arrival of Europeans in the 16th and 17th centuries irrevocably altered the social and political landscapes of the region. Spanish explorers, followed by French and English colonists, sought to exploit the natural resources and strategic waterways of the Arkansas River Valley. Alongside the conquest and colonization came the transatlantic slave trade, introducing African peoples into the intricate web of colonial dynamics. Many enslaved Africans escaped into the dense forests and rugged terrains, finding refuge among native tribes who shared a mutual disdain for the oppressive colonial systems. Over time, these alliances evolved into familial bonds, producing generations of mixed heritage individuals who navigated the dual worlds of African and native traditions. The dynamics of these relationships were multifaceted. For some native tribes, alliances with Africans were strategic, providing strength against European encroachment. For others, shared experiences of displacement and oppression fostered genuine bonds of solidarity and mutual aid. The blending of African and native customs manifested in spiritual practices, agricultural techniques, and communal governance, creating rich, hybrid cultures that thrived despite systemic attempts to erase them. Communities along the Arkansas River Valley developed unique cultural identities that reflected their dual heritage. Oral traditions, storytelling, music, and dance became mediums through which history and identity were preserved. Spiritual practices often melded African cosmologies with indigenous spiritual beliefs, resulting in rituals and ceremonies that honored both lineages. Agricultural practices benefited from the combined knowledge of African farming techniques and indigenous land stewardship, leading to sustainable ways of living off the land. Yet, these communities faced relentless challenges as the United States expanded westward. The Indian Removal Act of 1830, one of the most devastating policies enacted by the U.S. government, forcibly displaced native tribes from their ancestral lands. For the Black native communities of the Arkansas River Valley, this period was doubly traumatic. Not only did they face displacement, but they were also subjected to the racial hierarchies that sought to categorize and marginalize them. Their dual identity often left them without a place in a society that rigidly separated races. Despite these challenges, the Black natives of the Arkansas River Valley persisted. They formed resilient communities that adapted to changing political and social landscapes. During the Civil War and Reconstruction, many individuals from these communities navigated the tumultuous shifts in American society, some aligning with Union forces in hopes of securing freedom and recognition, while others struggled under the renewed weight of racial discrimination. In the post-Reconstruction era, the rise of Jim Crow laws further complicated the existence of Black native communities. Racial classification systems often forced them to choose between identifying as Black or Native, erasing the nuanced reality of their identities. Legal and social pressures fragmented communities and diluted cultural practices, yet many families quietly maintained their traditions, passing down stories, songs, and customs through generations. The 20th century brought new waves of struggle and resilience. As industrialization and modernization swept through the Arkansas River Valley, many Black Native communities found themselves pushed to the margins economically and socially. However, cultural revival movements, driven by a desire to reclaim lost histories and identities, began to emerge. Elders shared ancestral stories with younger generations, artisans revived traditional crafts, and scholars began to unearth the hidden histories that mainstream narratives had long ignored. Today, the legacy of the Black natives of the Arkansas River Valley is slowly emerging from the shadows. Through the work of historians, anthropologists, and descendants determined to honor their ancestors, the complex tapestry of African and Native heritage in this region is gaining recognition. Cultural festivals, historical societies, and educational initiatives are playing vital roles in preserving and celebrating this unique identity. The story of the Black natives of the Arkansas River Valley is not merely one of survival, but of profound resilience and cultural brilliance. It is a testament to the human spirit's capacity to adapt, merge, and flourish despite systemic efforts to suppress it. These communities embody a rich narrative of intersectionality that challenges simplistic understandings of race, identity, and heritage in America. As we delve deeper into this history, we uncover lessons of unity, adaptation, and cultural synthesis that resonate beyond the Arkansas River Valley. Their story is a call to broaden our understanding of American history to include the multifaceted and interconnected experiences of all its people. In honoring the Black natives of the Arkansas River Valley, we not only reclaim a lost chapter of the past, but also enrich the collective narrative that shapes our present and future. The rivers continue to flow through the valley, carrying whispers of stories long untold. And as the waters move forward, so too must we, ensuring that the voices of the Black natives of the Arkansas River Valley are heard, honored, and remembered for generations to come.